Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another interview on MMA Unhinged. And today we are joined by Gerard Burns, an absolute Gerard. How are you? A pleasure, absolute pleasure, Gerard. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, feeling good. Just after a training session, everything's going well.
Absolutely muddling my words up there like an amateur. But anyway, we roll with it. We're all here. We keep it moving. Firstly, I'd love to
Okay.
talk about your debut at Brave CF. It's fantastic, emphatic. You really put your stamp on the division, on the promotion that night. Firstly, how great was that in your mind? How great was the performance?
It was an incredible experience. It just I soaked it all up, to be honest, and just took it all in, and it was very overwhelming that it happened. It's not like it happened unexpectedly, and I knew the outcome was going to be great the way it was. And it was just overwhelming to see how it went down.
Yeah, when you talk about unexpectedly, are you talking about like, you just didn't expect it to happen that way? Like with your hands, they look phenomenal.
I actually expected it to happen that way. That's why I was so overwhelmed. Mm.
Obviously, the hard work it paid off. As I talked about, it was a striking masterclass. And you talked about there. That's how you expected heading into the fight. So heading into the fight, was that what you thought? You're going to have a big advantage on the feet. You dropped him twice, finished the fight. It was emphatic. So was that the feeling heading into the fight?
To be quite honest, I knew I was going to finish him in spectacular fashion, either on the feet, on the ground, wherever it went. I knew I was really going to put it on him, and I was going to finish it in a spectacular fashion, and that's what I did. So that's why it was very overwhelming. Even the shot I hit him with, I was just drilling that shot the whole time, the whole couple of days. I was over in Bahrain for the fight, and it was just very overwhelming to see that it happened exactly how I visualized it.
Absolutely. We'll talk about the adversary, obviously Hussein Maki. He was an experienced operator. He had a lot of fights, an amateur, professional. How great was it to kind of put away a guy that has pretty much seen it all?
It wasn't really a big deal to me of his level and who he is, because they're all getting it. They're all getting it.
Absolutely, we'd love to talk about that. And after the fight, obviously you talked about it wasn't a big deal, but was there a sense of going back to the locker room and having a smile on your face that I just did that?
Yeah, it was great. It was
And
unreal.
obviously
Taking it all in
the
after it was pretty real.
yeah.
So it was.
Yeah, how was the after party as well? I know the Irishman, or I know the Irish like to drink. How many beers were sunk that night then?
I actually do not drink. I didn't sink any beers. Uh, but me and the teammate Patrick, we ordered burgers after the fight. Pretty funny story actually. And it took like 2 hours to come, and it was something happening over there. It was a weekend, um, sort of a day. What was the day happening over there at the time? It was an event where everybody was out driving around their cars, beeping horns. It was pretty weird, to be honest. But the delivery guy couldn't get to us with the burgers, so me and Paddy end up jogging to the burger shop at like 3 a.m. It was like a 5K run just to get these burgers after the fight. But yeah, that's how my after party went down.
And was it worth it? The 5K run to get the burgers.
Yeah, it was worth it. All right. Yeah, of course.
What burgers are we ordering? What type was it over there? Is it smash burger, cheeseburger? What are we going with?
Smash burger, most definitely.
Yeah,
Had a chicken burger as well for a side.
After the fight, it's all everyone's getting it after that, especially the restaurants. So we'll talk about the next opportunity in Slovenia against a tough challenge as well. Danijel, his last name is absolutely horrendous. I'm Špoljarić. That's what I'm going. Špoljarić. Another opportunity, basically, to showcase your skills. What are your thoughts initially on the matchup? Looking into this one.
Yeah, I think this is a better matchup for me, to be quite honest. So I do, but the same thing, same outcome. Going to finish in spectacular fashion, 100%.
Last time it was your hands. We've seen your submission grappling as well throughout your career as well. How do you get it done this time? Is there a route to victory as you're walking into this one?
Either way, it doesn't matter. Just as long as I get it done.
Absolutely. Obviously, the Brave fans got a taste, a little bit of what they can see from Gerard Burns. Is it going to be the exact same? Come forward pressure, throwing them hands, and looking to showcase that you're about it in the 125-pound division of Brave.
Yeah, most definitely. But the fans can find out on the night how it goes down. I'll not give much away, but
I can tell.
But I can't promise I'm going to bring the smoke once more.
I can feel an energy of all business, Gerard.
Yeah, of course. That's it. That's all it is for me.
Absolutely. So after the fight, obviously, potentially you could be 2-0 in the promotion. Would there be a sense of maybe ringing up the Brave hierarchy lines and saying, "Can we get this 125-pound belt? Potentially down the line."
Yeah, potentially. After this guy, I don't see why not. To be quite honest, I don't know. I know the flyweight division is quite stacked, but I don't have my eyes on any of those guys, to be quite honest. But I do know they all have their eyes on me because I'm coming for every one of them.
I absolutely love it. It's absolutely fantastic. Obviously, I'd love to talk about fighting at the Fight Academy in Ireland. How great is that to be around? Obviously, the great fighters in that gym. I mean, stacked.
It's incredible. So it is. I couldn't imagine being on this journey anywhere else, to be quite honest. I've been here for a while now, and just seeing the growth in the gym and the development and all the fighters, it's been incredible. So it has. We're only getting started. Also, we're only getting started.
Yeah. We talked about obviously you got Rhys McKee, Paul Hughes, just to name a few. How great is it, for them to give them, the words of wisdom to yourself? Obviously, embarking on the same journey. Once upon a time, they were there. How great is that to kind of have, them, one in the UFC, one at the top of the Cage Warriors, potentially on the cusp of the UFC. We'll talk about that later. But how great is it to have, them them experienced as they are, in the gym as well.
Yeah, it's unreal. So it is just to have those guys to push on, to lead the charge for the rest of the boys coming behind them. It's very good to have. So it is.
Absolutely. We'll talk about Rhys McKee. Obviously, he returned back to the UFC against Chinji Njokwani. I'm looking forward to seeing him get a comeback. Obviously, the first time, return back to the UFC. It didn't go his way last time, but this time, how does it go his way?
Yeah, I believe this time is his time, and it's going to go his way. Either way, but it's his time. Most definitely.
Right. Stylistically, it's going to be a great one. The other one as well, Paul Hughes, we talked about as well. His return back to Cage Warriors Dublin. A fantastic prospect, like yourself. A lot of fans have been saying that Paul Hughes should already be inside the UFC. What's your thoughts on that, Gerard? Should he be in the UFC? Should he have his shot already?
Oh, well, you don't need to ask me that question. Of course, everybody already knows the answer to that. But yeah, I'm excited to see his return, and I'm very excited to see him back in action.
Yeah, absolutely agree. One of the best prospects I feel like we have, obviously in Ireland. It should have been, in my opinion, should have been the UFC already. I'm probably a bit biased anyway. Last question I've got for you, Gerard. 3 words to describe your performance on April 20th. How's it going to go down?
Spectacular.
2 more.
Mind blowing.
1 more.
And special.
There we have it. Gerard Burns, coming for a special night on April 20th. And after that, you can expect him to get another smash burger somewhere in Slovenia. Gerard, an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much. I wish you the best luck on April 20th. It's going to be a spectacle in Slovenia. It's going to be a good one. Thank you very much, Gerard. An absolute pleasure.
Thanks very much. Thanks for having me.